We're back in the basement, and on the other hand, Big will see themselves in the lower bracket after being dismantled by OG. It took all 3 maps to do it, but OG were able to close it out on Mirage, and they looked pretty good doing it. Eric, what are some of the things you liked about how OG played that?
I like the teamwork, even though some of the T sides may be a little basic. The basic fundamentals was there. They're working together a lot better than they were in the past, in my opinion. It shows that they've been winning. And I also got to say, as an individual player, that's so loud. As an individual, I've been really enjoying Mantu. He's been stepping up huge in this series. On 2 maps, he was just making a huge impact person with that AWP, and Big really didn't have an answer for that. Pearson did hit some nice shots, but overall, it might be too little too late.
Yeah, I think one thing for me as well that I really liked was the fact that OG definitely had a pretty awesome game plan going into Mirage. We noted all of the A hits, and at first we were thinking, okay, we're not sure about this. But then as it developed and we started to see really what they were going for, it did make Big genuinely uncomfortable to a degree that it allowed OG to get a lot of rounds on that T side, which of course was incredibly important moving forwards, because Big did find ways to adjust, but OG were just a little ahead strategically in that sense. So that's impressive to me. Because on top of that, Big do have a lot of really strong individual performers, and we saw with FaZe that that was, you know, a big problem for them. So OG were able to deal with something that FaZe couldn't in that sense.
Yeah, we'll actually be seeing a rematch between Big and FaZe in the lower bracket in the coming days. Let's get Davy's final thoughts here, though. How's everything look?
He's gone.
Oh,
he's gone.
All right, just like that, he's gone. All right. Well, actually, the reason I wanted to get Davy's final thoughts is because we have to use the screen for another player. NBK will be here joining us for a live interview. NBK, congratulations on the win over Big.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, I wanted to start off first getting into something a little deeper, not a softball question. What was the game plan going into Mirage there? Because we noticed you guys really like to go for those kind of fast A contact plays, maybe mixing up the pace just a little bit on it, but what was the thought process behind all of those A plays?
I think there was just a mix of matching our playstyle with their weaknesses, and especially we've watched past demos of them. I mean, it's just a matter of that adaptation and gathering what they were struggling against. And then ultimately, I mean, we got, I think, a lot of entries every time going on those sides. And I don't know, we were really feeling it, I think, individually as well. Like the headshots, we were slightly better than them, especially on the T side. And I mean, ultimately, I don't know, because it's Alexi calling and I'm just following and entering. But yeah, he seemed to have a pretty good idea. And again, when you have entries on the site, it makes it easier, to be honest.
Right. After Dust 2, Big did a pretty good job at stopping you guys, but on Inferno, it felt like you guys just never looked back after a point. Did that give you guys the wind in your sails to carry that to Mirage, or do you think the Inferno win was expected? How did that go in your eyes?
Yeah, I think nothing in this best of 3 was expected, because I mean they're a team that it is one of the most on point at the moment, and so for us it was going to be tough regardless, especially with the map pool and stuff like that. So we knew that all 3 maps were going to be very hard to play. Inferno is probably one of the maps we're very comfortable on, and I think it shows just in our plays. And I think overall it's more a matter of us and what we have fixed since the last tournament that we played, the Blast playoffs, I think it was last week, where we had like 2 very tough losses. And then, you know, we had talks, we changed things internally and all of that. And ever since, you know, it doesn't really matter what map we play. It's just a matter of us showing up and showing a good level, because we have stuff on every map. So we just need to show up individually. And then the team stuff is something that we have pinned down pretty much. And it's a matter of having everyone in the system and making it work properly. That's really what we focus on. Then, depending on the map that we play, it doesn't really matter, because if you look at Big statistics, they were crushing us on every front. There was not a single map we were supposed to have the upper hand or whatever. But in the end, we played good ourselves, and I think it's what mattered much more than adapting to their weaknesses and stuff like that.
Yeah, so you're
I
talking
think
about.
one.
Oh, go ahead.
Davey's here?
Oh, yeah,
Sorry,
go
Davey's
ahead.
here. Hey.
We didn't even know
I
Davey
am
was here.
still here. Yeah, no. Go ahead, Dan. You can go ahead. I'll ask him after.
No, Davey, we didn't know you were here, so I feel like you should, you should go with this one.
All right, yeah. So I was gonna say, I think one thing across all 3 maps that you guys did really well was actually keeping Sirison out of the game. He was somebody who's been putting up great numbers for them pretty much across the board over the past few months. Was there something specific that you guys did to really feel like you shut him down, or was it just sort of happened that way? And what sort of was the game plan in keeping him sort of offline for this whole series?
I mean, I think against Big is one of the main reasons, one of the main thing you want to do, because like since the addition of Surson and Kaito, I think those 2 guys are perfect for this team in what they needed, which is more explosivity and just something extra. And Surson is obviously the one guy that is going to get all those entries, playing that crazy style. And so really focusing, I think, on not getting entry against them allowed us to really develop our game and like split the bomb sides and stuff like that. And Surson is a very aggressive hopper, so you want him to always go forward. And if you corner him in position situations where he's not very comfortable, it obviously gives you a good upper hand. So again, game plan goes to Raga, our coach, and Alexi. So I don't know if they prepared anything specifically, but ultimately, I think for a lot of teams, to counter Big is one of the important things, especially on maps like Mirage and stuff like that, where they have more passive players. I think it's pretty solid to not let him develop his game, especially on the city side.
And the question I was going to ask is, you're talking about sort of the development of the team over different tournaments and how you guys have been building. Where do you feel like OG is right now in terms of your development?
It's been a bit weird, to be honest. Like, in the whole plan of our lifetime as a team, it's been like up and down like at several times, and so we haven't found that consistency. And so again, like we went under some internal changes that made us focus on several things and on different things internally. And so right now I think we're in a place where we're rebuilding on some part of our team aspect, on a lot of the big bases and how we approach competition and all of that. But we also have something that is saving us quite a lot. It's just our team game, the thing that is established as a team. And when you have the 5 players really with full brain capacity into the game, then we're able to develop a good game regardless of what happens. So what matters for us is really enabling everyone and having the good basis of the whole roster to just move forward. So like playing more as a team, practicing more, really pointing mistakes of one another to really push each other upwards and go more towards perfection and being as good as possible as a team. Those are the things that we're really focusing on. And I think you can see where a lot of individuals are popping up in like clutches, mid-round situations, just because we're more comfortable with everything, really.
All right. Thank you so much, NBK, for joining us. And congrats once again on not only beating Big, but to qualify for the playoffs. Very nice job. All right. And back to us. All right. That's going to be it for us. Thanks, Davey, for dropping by.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Yeah,
Cheers,
no
man.
problem.
It's fun.
Looking good. Looking good, buddy.
Yeah, you don't mean it. Stop.
You do. Yeah, you're looking healthy. You're looking good.
Looking healthy, yeah.
Maybe go outside a little bit more, buddy. Maybe just get a little bit more sunlight, all right? You know.
Nah, I'll just take vitamin D instead. It's fine.
That's such a good workaround. I love that.
Glad you're keeping track of your health. But that's going to do it for us. We'll be throwing it to the NA broadcast in just a bit, where you'll be joined by Potter, Fifth Lauren, and Moses. So that's it for us here. Once again, this is Davey, DDK, DeBears. I'm Maui Snake. Thank you so much for dropping by. Team Liquid and EG will be coming up after a break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For North America, it's day 6. If my math is correct, we have Liquid versus EG. First
Testing.
game of the day for
Test
us
1,
here.
2.
Jason was having some microphone issues, so I had to kick that off, but he's back.
Your
he's
math,
back.
your math indeed was correct. It is Liquid versus EG. Good math for Robin.
Nice,
knowing the
nice.
And we're already
Nice.
live. We're kicking this off. You know, we were a little bit delayed here on the desk, but that doesn't really matter for the fans out there because the game is live. It's honestly what you guys have been waiting for anyway.
We're just as turned on as if we would have been if we had a pregame segment. Here we go. Ethan opening kill, trades all around. There's a slaughter in the upper bomb site.
Nice entries here for Liquid. They're already down the vent, and with Twist lurking towards this ramp, he might catch Team EG off guard. But now that he's spotted, he's going to pivot, go back towards this door. Naf, he's all alone down here for
dear.
now. Oh, he does get the bomb down. This might create an opening for Twist.
No, Stanislaw's got a kit. Oh, he got off it. He got off the defuse. That is pure insanity. Double peek. He's going to win it. I cannot believe Stanislaw got off the bomb, and that might be a mistake. And again, Twist is just taking himself on the long route, and they've gotten off the defuse one more time, but Breeze is going to end it. Only so many times you can get away with those shenanigans.
Yeah.
That was chaotic. That was chaotic. But it's an EG pistol round. We saw
he
EG
does
play
get the bomb
Nuke
down.
2
This
days,
might
or
create an
yes, actually 2 days ago. We didn't have EG play yesterday. They had a day off. We talked a lot about their setups, or I did rather. I feel like they have a really good defensive setup on the EG side. And they were pretty good with the swaps as well in terms of always having the T's second guess themselves of, are they playing aggressive? Cirque, obviously the primary opera on EG, he was a little bit aggressive at times as well. But I don't think we've seen Liquid play this map so far, this event.
They're solid on this map. I think the big question, I don't think I've seen them since like Stewie took over the calling duties, so I think that'll be the more interesting side of the coin to see how that's going to change on a map like Nuke. Second round bye. AK-47s, Galils, powerful rifles on board. EG saving a lot of nades.
And I just refer to this whole defensive setup with EG. We see here, they've actually left ramp completely open. The rotate's coming in now, but this is a very smart play from Liquid.
Yeah, I'm so confused. EG doesn't have anyone actually watching ramp room or the lower bomb site. They've actually slipped into the defense. They might get caught off guard. One player's going to come through these doors. Tarek has just spotted it right at the end, and he's a little bit lucky to get punished. Alige caught in the open in a spray battle, and I have no idea how he's still alive. Almost was able to follow up on Cirque, and there's the lower bomb site overwhelmed.
Alige lucky to get away with that spray, but a nice adjustment nonetheless. And Ethan getting that frag opens things up. You see he's prepping his mates with that paw flash. They're going to just try to walk through this smoke, and it surely will catch Nitro off guard here. Here it comes. Ooh, good timing on Nitro, and he just repositions himself, and now he's at an advantage. But Cirque with that crouch peek.
They still got utility, and Twist hasn't shown himself just yet. That's nice to find in the smoke. He's got the second.
There
well
we
done.
are.
That's actually pretty well fought from EG to get back into that round, but man, they were so far out of the fight that it didn't even matter. All that initial success.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit odd. I mean, granted, Tarek was down in underpass, and there was a little bit of an inside yard setup. Maybe they had a read on Liquid.
It was just the fact that the information only got confirmed by EG and contact was made when
Yeah,
Liquid
they
was
were already
walking
down on the
that
side.
ramp.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Still a little bit weird.
Space.
I'm not sure how that happened. Like, no one ever moved and shifted to cover a ramp room.
Exactly, and especially now, and you had mentioned as well, maybe we haven't seen Liquid play Nuke all too much since Stewie took over, but one of the things that we did point out, especially 2 days ago, was, you know, the change of pace that we kind of see from Liquid. Stewie is a very aggressive player. He's kind of incorporated that into the whole team, where they're playing a little bit more loose, I'd say, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more like in your face of let's just do a pop flash and let's go for it.
Lobby
This is a
push.
nice little, it's a lobby push here. Liquid do have a defensive setup for it though, a little bit of crossfires. We still have one in Squeaky as well, so
Good spam from Nitro.
They should be fine. They shouldn't be able to take too much damage from this outside of like a really banging shot from Stanislaw, but even he's going to back away from the off angle. This would be an important battle. The pre-aim from Alige is adjusted quickly. He's brought low, and now the step up from Stanislaw. There it is. There's the find from that Deagle, but nothing more on top of it. And Tarek's going to get close up with the CZ. Almost transfers over. And every step of the way, Liquid overcomes adversity.
That round, it got so close, but Liquid, they were in control of it the whole time. Their setup in that lobby, those are the duels that they were actually kind of looking for and waiting for. They definitely were ready for that lobby crunch. But good effort from EG, a lot of damage, a lot of dinks across the board.
The full save, not even HEs. We saw that with the 5 HE stack of EG 2 days ago here on this similar round. But they're opting to just fully save here instead. It's a lobby or it's an inner bomb site stack. And I like this, like I said, especially on rounds like these. I mean, you have nothing really to going for. You have just the USBs, no armor even. There's no point in really spreading out. I mean, they're getting the trades, even getting 1 kill there. Just the odds are so slow or so low rather than just stacking on a bomb site. If Liquid are sloppy here, you know, you might have the potential of going into a stack.
I don't think it's going to matter, Robin.
I don't think it's going to matter either.
Those little pea shooters.
But
that's a cool boost.
exactly. I mean, this kind of round as well, it's all about the bonus of like any kill we can get. It's literally just a bonus. You get the one, you actually get 2 of them, so you're very happy with that, knowing as well that you didn't even have, I think, a P250. It's literally just all 5 USB silencers. So, first weapon round now.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Cirque did get that up. Glass cannon with a smoke. And low nades here, not a lot of mollies, just the Tarek and Stan. We noticed this as well, one of the things I talked about, the EG setup. Tarek have been down, he's the ramp player, but he goes down underground quite a lot. Cirque is the main man.
Yeah.
That runs around this bomb site by garage or underneath heaven. We see him here.
I'm curious to see how this half goes for EG, because if I remember this correctly, I didn't notice Tarek getting a whole lot of support the last time we watched EG play Nuke.
Yeah.
So even though he drops down every time, that's really like the only option available to him if he's not going to get any backup. Stanislaw takes control of it this time. Molotov out is going to force him away. They'll be happy with that early utility, but it's a terrible Molotov.
Yeah, and I was just going to point out, when Tarek doesn't go down, it is Stanislaw that goes down. So for Liquid, when we talk about rotations and stuff like that, it's just very important to like keep track of like who it is you're killing, who it is that you kind of spot. You know here by killing Breeze, you know for a fact that he's just the inner bomb site player. Same with Ethan, that you kind of expect here or assume that this bomb site is now completely wide open. It's a little bit of a push from EG. I think they were getting a little bit worried, not really knowing that Liquid didn't really have.
I think they were getting worried about like the outside pinch.
I think so too, but Cirque was. I think Cirque was still underneath heaven, so like they shouldn't have been worried at least about like an underneath heaven push. It's more so maybe they worry because Stan got pushed back the way they did, that they
Down
wanted to
secret.
take. Yeah, like the timing
there.
there.
Had control events, he could have popped up.
Exactly, and we see that again. I mentioned I talk a lot about G2, and there's more team that does it. But once you see, and especially for EG here, you know, the call from Stan of like, oh, I see more than one downstairs. Then it actually does open up a window for EG to push into lobby, knowing or kind of expecting maybe just the one player. They had 2 there now because obviously they had a different idea in mind.
And definitely your memory's serving you correct, Jason. It was Tarek that was struggling down lower, and Liquid's EG's rotations rather, they were a little out of whack. And this time around, I think you're right. Stanislaw getting pushed off of Secret a little so early on in the round put a lot of pressure on EG's rotations, and it was just all out of sorts.
Well, and also his Molotov fell short as well, so it actually didn't block that choke point at all. They could just swing left.
Yeah.
They could have even wrapped all the way down to Toxic, to the containment area. Well, that's a quick 4 rounds on the board for Team Liquid. What? We haven't even talked about predictions. We haven't done anything. You guys thought you were going to get away.
No, we haven't, yeah. But I feel like Liquid, even if EG is always playing so good, I feel like Liquid always have like somewhat of like the upper hand in terms of just odds of winning. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but I do feel like Liquid does tend to put in like a different gear when they play against EG.
You're absolutely correct, yeah. No, Liquid definitely have always had the upper hand, but the last time around, EG was actually able to beat Liquid for the first time in 2020 in an actual series. But EG's been on the up and up. Liquid have been in that recovery process, so... But I have to say, I gotta go with Liquid. That's my prediction here.
It's really hard to predict against Liquid.
It is.
When you know, when we've already seen the peak that they can reach, and like
all
how
of Elish clips
I know,
lately,
and like Twist as well. Like if he ever like snaps back up to like prime Twist positioning, man, this is such a scary team when you think about that.
I also have Liquid winning.
Ooh.
2-1 maybe.
No EG fans in the house?
I was gonna wear my Tarek TV t-shirt today.
I have one of those as well. I didn't actually bring it to
old school.
LA. Oh, the old school one. I have
really
I have
old
the new
school.
school one.
Oh.
Mr.
I'm an
Content
original
himself.
fan, Jason.
Yeah. Been watching him since his cereal days.
Yep. But here we are, full buy. We've got that op again on Cirque, and you know, he hasn't found success with it so far, but Cirque, man, Nuke, he loves to be really aggressive towards this outside T-Red. Really similar to Art, but not quite as crazy as Art. So certainly as soon as he starts heating up, he should be able to put a stop to Liquid here. But right now with these smokes, Elige, he's creeping.
And Cirque is lowered this time.
Oh, the timing on this. Oh, dear. Oh, he's actually read it.
he
He made a
spotted it.
footstep. Did he spot it or did he make a noise?
I think... I'm not even sure.
It's all right. We still got Breeze in the upper bomb site. He's a filthy creature, like a shotgun. Cirque with the op. And Tarek takes down his buddy Naf. Third round. Handled very well for EG, considering Ethan got dropped before making, a round-winning play.
Yeah.
They had a good setup for it there because Cirque was lower. So we see here all of these rounds now, they've always had one lower. Last round was Stan. This time it was Cirque, and they have a little bit of a lobby setup or an outside push setup. Rotations are definitely there. It's a good read if you kind of expect Liquid to do an inner push rather than having the op there. You might just get the one kill. You have more, I guess, of an oomph with a lot of rifles instead, with the 3 members there. Even though Ethan goes down, I don't think Liquid expects the third. Puts them on an eco. The smoke wall comes down. They just want to try and go down here. They do still have 1 flash and 1 smoke. 2 smokes, actually. So if they take that Tarek down here, and he does go down, even though there's one more here from Cirque, this is a very important run here from Cirque. He gets the first. Biggest thing for Liquid is getting the bomb down.
What is this weird game being played?
Cirque trying to be a nuisance right now. Ooh, he's paranoid about someone's being crossed right now, and Nap finds himself on Raptor.
That's unfortunate, Naf only with a P250. That's if he had gotten that kill, that could have opened everything up.
Yeah.
I don't know what Alicia's planning to do with the smoke in that door. He does have an AK.
I thought they were going to time it there when they knew that Cirque was by long door. But instead, they kind of lost their timing when Naf came up heaven. I think that they kind of wanted to just go up vents and plant upper instead. But when he went down, they lost their timing. So it's still the best move they have, knowing as well, we obviously see firsthand that EG, they do have 2 members downstairs.
It's all about timing.
And Breeze, yeah, it's all about timing. They go heaven, actually, at least.
This is the best call. You can try and get in. Like, Naf had already gone up heaven. He knows it was clear, at least at that time. So take the risk that it's still clear, and maybe out of this you can at least get the plant. And you never know. Nitro with an AK-47 with the high ground advantage.
I think Nitro needs to drop the bomb to Elige here.
I think they drop it into the site, right? You'd hope so, at least. There it is. And plant goes down. Nicely timed. Now, we saw this work for Obi-Wan Kenobi. High ground does wonders.
Oh, that's a good start.
My man.
And this vent hold from Nitro. Cirque's little head popping up.
That's wild he went so slow.
Yeah. Well, I don't... Oh, man. Ethan, this is such a tough situation. He's got the utility, though. If he's able to take out Elige on the lower site and use this smoke, he might make things difficult.
This is going to be impossible to win.
Oh, boy.
That's a nice maneuver from Team Liquid. Nitro and Elige played that perfectly. Good shooting from Nitro with that AK-47.
Yeah, and it was one thing after another, because even in the round before, Cirque, he lost that AWP coming up the vent.
Yeah.
Then they weren't able to recover the AWP. Now he's left onto that MP9. And then with Tarek just kind of getting out-timed by the Pistol Tech 9, outpacing him down in lower secret, all of a sudden, I mean, Cirque is just...
I just can't believe it's that slow, considering they knew Cirque was in the lower bomb site, right?
Yeah.
They'd already seen him. He'd already gotten a kill. They knew he was there. He knew they knew he was there.
Well, that's what I was going to say as well. I feel like rotations from EG there was a little bit slow. Yeah, you had lobby control, but you kind of know when Cirque survives on that bomb site for so long lower and he gets into a defensive position, you have all the time in the world to kind of fall back there. You can, especially when you see spot Naf in heaven, just play retake downstairs instead. You have lobby control. You can still put yourself in heaven, or at least underneath heaven, so you're like pretty fast on the rotates. Gamble was not in EG's favor. Nice round by Liquid. That was, like we said, just a pistol buy. They didn't even have armor. The goal was getting the bomb down. Oh, Cirque missed a shot there too. That's not really That's pretty unlike him, I'd say.
Well, that's a pretty sick peek from Liquid, just showing like the gun barrels, like 2 of them over and over again, and then a wide swing. Like if you're Cirque, you don't have that timing. That's sick for Tarek to find that kill, but I mean, yeah, he had no HP afterwards. He was going to go down no matter what. Liquid have found themselves into the lower bomb site again. Bomb being planted, and another round on the board. I guess if you're Breeze and Ethan, you save.
Yeah, and I think this is like 4 rounds in a row now that we've seen Elise just walking down into the secret and getting everything that he wants. All map control, all the duels he wants.
I think it's super nice as well because Liquid in both of these rounds when they've gotten the entry, it's the same thing on the eco when they get Tarek as well. They just push. They just put a lot of pressure on that EG side, on the defensive side, where they kind of feel that they have to make a move. And in both of these times, I mean, Cirque's, they have been underground, but like Liquid has had, Jason mentioned it, that like that wide swing, he's not ready for it and goes down. And usually you do tend, because he is a very aggressive setup, you tend for the T's there to kind of slow it down. But Liquid, as soon as they get it, they just domino effect, and you know the train keeps ticking.
Look at those little jiggle peaks.
Yeah.
Elise just like purposely only showing the gun barrel. That's pretty good. That's nice. Tack called. Tack timeout.
It's an EG timeout. Yeah, if you're EG here, you want to talk a little bit about what's actually going on this server here. We had an inner push as well, so Liquid have been very fluid when it comes to their calling of really making sure that EG doesn't really know what they have going on for them. I want to say that I do like the EG setup. I want them to have an even more of a defensive setup here. They don't have to go one underpass the way they've done, like with the Cirque aggressive. They can go like even staircase, taking a peek, and then you have Tarek, but like you don't have to re-peek again. Just take the information, go on rotations, have a lot of guys under heaven by heaven as well, so you can kind of rotate over to ramp.
I wanted to quickly go over the veto, the maps that we're going to be seeing today, because we didn't get a chance to do that. We don't have to go in depth or anything like that. Nuke, obviously, first map. This is Liquid's pick. We're going to switch over to Inferno is the second map as EG's pick, and then the decider is going to be Dust 2.
Spicy.
Nice.
That's a really cool series then.
It's a beautiful series. I mean, I could watch these two teams on pretty much any 3 maps, and I would be excited to watch it. Elise just got banged in the face, and followed up by Breeze.
Ooh, a lot of damage.
Yeah, this is actually a really nice start for EG in a round where they only have the 2 M4s.
Tarek finds himself here in radio room, and ooh, these Liquid members are so low. And he's able to finish off Stewie and get away. So this is actually huge for EG.
Well,
Nitro. He's already in the upper bomb site.
Yeah, not if Nitro is going to continue to do business. Molotov down. Oh, forces him into the peak, takes the fight. Nice win. That should be all the danger, although Tarek is going to come in. Nitro and Twist both very low. He can find a gun to pick up, perhaps. Never mind.
Good timing.
Nice jinx.
Yeah, this is 2 great rounds from Nitro. He had that eco round as well. AK up in heaven. 2 nice kills. Just walks into the bomb site here. And what was an EG eco. So another round on the board for Liquid. 7 in their name on that T side. Very dominant so far. And it's been very fast as well. Very fast paced.
Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot of challenge for map
It's literally been like, oh, we get the kill and then we kind of go. And that's where the fight's been. And for EG, it's not that they haven't been trying, even with the rotates and stuff like that. They have actively been down there. Tarek, we saw the last round when Cirque went down. He was already down lower as well. But Liquid, even though they get a man fast, once they do those fast pushes like lower, it's still very important to clear the corners and stuff, waste the utility. Another off on Cirque. No nades, but it's a full buy otherwise for EG. A lot of utility here. It's another fast round from Liquid. They're going down vents. Elise actually manages to go down, loses a little bit of HP. But this is where we talk about rotates and stuff like the chaoticness of the CTs. We mentioned Tarek is already down there. And it's a double.
In a good position.
I think this is very smart, especially now when the Elise goes down. Now we see the flip as well. We talk about rotates on that CT side. Cirque is underneath Heaven this time around, and this is exactly how you want the rotations to happen. When Tarek goes down lower and he says, hey, I need someone to cover my ramp, Cirque needs to be there, and we see there Tarek, I think, is very fluid on this map. He goes down lower, he gets a leash, but actually falls back, so they become a crossfire on this ramp area as well. So nice little hold from EG, and another fast round from Liquid.
Yeah, really nice round from Cirque and a nice recovery from Tarek. He was kind of in a jumbo of rotating back lower, and I think he was really rushing to try to go help out Cirque, and in that moment caught a leash. So kind of good on him to make sure he finishes off that frag. And this is fast from Stan, making his way to Secret.
That's
There's no way they go through this smoke, even if they go along the smoke wall, right? Surely they're not that crazy. That smoke
they
wall.
missed the. I was gonna say they missed.
Was there a Molotov
It
down,
was
or
a
did they miss
molly.
it?
Yeah, it was a molly. So they smoked it off instead. This is actually a very nice play from Liquid. As soon as they see that the smoke is failed, they throw a smoke in underpass instead.
They just back away.
Yeah, I kind of expected. It's the first round that EG's tried to do that as well. So you might as well play it safe if you're Liquid, and they actually fall back. And we know as well, looking at minimap, the one spot that tends to be pretty open on rounds like these is obviously ramp. But they're leading their way towards an inner play instead.
Yeah, and with one in Secret, Cirque is going to be either under ladder up in Heaven. And you have Tarek over in ramp room as well. He's now up in Heaven. So 3 players to defend the separate bomb site. This is perfect for EG. Oh, they don't clear left. They don't clear close. That's massive amounts of damage. Cirque does go down. The trades are pretty nice, but I mean, with the initial defense, it's not enough. Good hold from EG.
Yeah, and especially... Sorry, go ahead, Christine.
So I just wanted to mention, you saw Nitro going up to the rooftop to initiate all of this and start throwing those flashbangs out. And I think it was meant to take out Breeze near the close hut, but for some reason, it didn't get him. He was able to dodge those flashes. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
and I think
even that second follow-up flash, it didn't really get him at all either.
And it's a nice read from EG as well. We saw the reaction of the Liquid when they smoke off the underpass area there. The problem is, because EG had that outside setup, they know that Liquid has no members outside. So what is it? Like, they obviously can only go either ramp or they have to go inner. EG gambles for inner there. They have 3 members there. Do a little bit of a ramp retake instead. But yeah, it's a little bit sloppy. If, for example, Liquid would have, for example, placed the smoke and just completed the wall and, let's say, still had the 1 member go down in underpass and at least had the fight versus Stan, EG would have had less map control and actually less information as well coming into that, and potentially we might have seen maybe less so of an inner stack. But it's 2 rounds in a row for EG now. And another good hold.
This off is starting to come alive. Ooh, starting to do some very good work. Traded off, though. And this is going to be an upper hit. Naf is just waiting for his opportunity to swing into that bomb site. Here we go. Opening kill. Knows one's up in Heaven. That's a great rebuttal, and Stewie can't get down vents. Stanislaw has shot them both in the back.
Huge round from Breeze. Way to just be there to support Cirque and immediately after be at the Raptor side and refrag. Those are 2 really nice answers coming out of Breeze and EG.
And this is when you're EG, you're expecting 2 things. You're expecting a very fast round, you're expecting a vent drop if you know that they are low on money, especially. And especially you have a lot of utility as well, so you waste them early. You want to ensure that you're not giving Liquid a lot of good spots here. This is a round that Liquid almost won. Actually, they won last round, that low buy, pistol buy. They had more nades that time around, though, so I don't think this is going to be as successful.
I'll tell you, though, this EG defense looks pretty good. If it wasn't for Liquid winning that round with, Tech 9 and picking up some weapons, this could be an entirely different dominant half for EG. Kind of crazy to think about.
No, and this is where teams struggle, like the whole thing, and I mentioned it even with my team, when we talk about defensive setups. On a map like Nuke, you can actually get away with playing defensive setups 15 rounds in a row if your rotations are in order, and EG's rotations on this map is actually really good, so exactly like you're saying, this could have been a completely different map. But I also think that Liquid is a little bit aware of it. That's why you also see these like domino effects rounds of like, hey, let's not allow EG to rotate as well as they do. If we get the kill, we just go. And those are the rounds they've been winning. When they got those openings.
You got to get those opening kills to play that kind of style, right?
Yep.
And when you have Cirque kind of starting to heat up with his AWP, not just in this round, but that's he started to really do a very good job at least shutting down the initial moves. 7-7 last round of the first half. Who's going to take the lead? Robin?
I think EG's probably going to get the last round.
Who's going to
here.
get the last round?
Liquid's getting this one.
All right, we've got
Let's go, Liquid. Bias caster.
Always.
Always.
Don't worry. You're on a couch with me. I'm the most biased. I'll shield you with my biases.
Nice.
It's a lobby setup here from Liquid. Just the one smoke, I was going to say, outside initially, but we see the smoke wall here. I like this from Liquid. It's a little bit of a delayed smoke wall, but it's also not as delayed as like a 1 minute. I think we might see them here 110 exactly. Gives them a little bit more time, a little bit more room here. They have options. If they want to go down, they can, but they can also go down, for example, we talked about the Nth round, where they kind of go down and fake it and go up in vents if it's a split. But these are all 5 members from Liquid going down lower.
Whoa, he seems to think
this timing.
that's a crazy bold way to peek. It's going to pan out for the first kill. I guess he thought someone was in vents. Did maybe that call come in? That's I mean, again, let's talk about those rotations, because Circa's here, Tarek is here. He's made footsteps. They have to know, surely, that he's over by the bomb site.
And
close
this is
to the
where
doors.
Liquid have been finding most of their success, when they've had full control of the control room and the secret halls. They've already got the opening kill onto Stanislaw. Although this is a 4v4, this is kind of where Liquid have taken control so far in the first half, is in these moments. So
They're going to go upstairs. I think they're really... Maybe not.
last time around, though, they had a lurker in lobby, and this time there's all 4 down secret.
Look at the time, though.
Yeah.
10 seconds. That
Ooh,
needs
what
to
a
be a kill
flash.
pretty much immediately. And there it is. It's all working out. That is stunning. Ethan's going to start getting a leg into this retake. Breeze is coming in as well. Good opening kill. Immediate headshot. Twist and Naf. Not able to handle Ethan quite yet, but that kill might just seal it. Ethan's at a near impossible situation. Peeks from 2 different angles, and Liquid's going to take that lead into the second half. We're headed to a break, and we'll be right back after the commercials. Alrighty, and we're back. 8-7 for Team Liquid here on Nuke. First map in the series. We're headed to Inferno next. Joined by Potter. Fiflaren is MIA for the moment.
And Stan putting a lot of pressure towards this door, already down the vent. This is going to move some rotations on EG's side, but Stewie, he's holding strong, and ooh, to his detriment, because Tarek and Cirque take him out quickly, and this might be under ladder pressure.
That's
Nope, they pop right down to lower.
That's a pretty aggressive shot with the Glocks.
Yeah, and at least he knows he's got to sniff out Stan. They knew that he dropped down earlier, and Stan gets timinged.
Yeah, that's helpful. That's less helpful. Twist opening the door. Ooh, it almost looked like he wanted to make an early retake happen. He's got Naf coming in, so if they can work together, this is going to be a near impossible retake. All 4 players of EG on the control side. And there's going to be so many ready to swing on contact, and the first contact is quick.
Hunting party coming for Naf, and he's able to take out one, but there's so many targets for him. He's so low, he's got to go for a hero play. He's not going to be able to do anything.
That was real desperate. You ain't doing much there. 8-8. Nice pistol round from EG. Looking good. Breeze is at 16 kills, Tarek's at 15, and Cirque's at 14. For the other side, it is Elige at 12, and all my scores went away, so hold the phone.
It's good to see Breeze top fragging, you know?
Yeah, for me, it's good to see Tarek up here as well, because, I mean, Tarek towards the end of 2019 had a really, really rough stretch of tournaments.
Yeah. I
think he could really feel the exhaustion of the travel schedule they had at the end of the year, and on top of that, I think he was probably, I mean, obviously, when I'm a Pet left and all the statements came out, it was obvious that he wasn't super happy with how the team was approaching the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he is such an X factor of a player. Like that's one of the big things he brings to the table. So having him up with those kills is fantastic.
Definitely so. And
the only in-game leading major winner in North America is Tarek.
Was he in-game leading at that time?
He was in-game leading.
Okay. Okay. I guess we don't talk about that enough.
Not really.
We don't.
It's still, I mean, still 2 years later, it almost feels unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Stanislaw going to turn in towards Mini, perhaps, just getting a glimpse of what's outside and sees nothing. All of his teammates are heading. He's got one outside with him, 3 players headed towards ramp room.
You can see that all of Liquid have fully invested into this round, except for Naf. He's actually, he's the opper on Nuke. For
Nasty.
the CT Liquid side.
Nasty Naf.
Yeah.
Coined in this very room. Nasty ass Naf.
Oh boy. This is just an inner bluff. They're actually booking it to ramp, and this is a good call.
I don't know if I like it with 20 seconds on the clock against this kind of a buy. How many bad things can happen? Oh, they've at least neutralized the first 2, but they're still not out of it just yet. All 3 players are going to be here, and you can bet Liquid's going to challenge and try to get this clock to run down, but oh, those are crazy kills. I mean, yeah, you're really playing a weird game there with the timing of the round. If any of those had gone the wrong way, that could have been a hiccup that EG just couldn't afford to make, but they dodge all the problems.
They definitely do dodge it. I mean, Naf was in such a sweaty angle too. Definitely could have made it a lot more difficult for EG. But I mean, you know, I don't know if it was because they just all of a sudden realized they don't have much time, or if that was going to be their play all along. But at least they stick together and make it work. And Breeze, it definitely helps that he hits 2 beautiful shots with that AK.
Yeah, those were good over towards control side, the window. That was pretty nasty. Pretty good stuff. 1 round lead for EG. Let's see. Let's go back. Top fraggers of Liquid, 12 on Elige, 11 on Twist, 10 on Stewie.
Naf is a little quiet so far.
Yeah.
That should turn around though. I mean, on the CT side of Nuke with that op, he goes for those sliver of an angles, and when he's feeling good, man, those are shots that not a lot of oppers can hit. But Naf, he finds a way to make it work. And ooh, Ethan taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, breaking his ankles.
You hate to see it. And anytime the pros do that, actually, when they're jumping onto the T roof with the smallest of margins, leaving themselves a lot of room to actually make that error. I always wonder when we're going to catch it. And here we go. We caught it.
We got one. That's good stuff. Ooh, a little bit of an edge in that smoke. Not much of an edge.
Oh.
A few trades. Nothing too crazy. EG's going to take this round again. Just USPs to worry about. All right, here we go. Liquid's going to be down 2 rounds, and they finally get the rifles in hand, the AWP out. Stewie taking his time. That's fair. If he had been able to get that AK-47, add one more, that would have been a pretty godlike. That would have been like a Steven Seagal movie. Under Siege.
No one in Twitch chat, I think, knows who Steven Seagal is.
That's a shame. If you are in Twitch chat and you do not know who Steven Seagal is, you should look him up. Under Siege 2, they're classics. He also became a lawman. Reality TV show about his experiences in Texas being a cop.
Boomer meter. Only 60%? Wow.
Yeah, see? Even the
feel
people who call me boomers have respect for the legend of Steven Seagal.
Ooh, a lot of pressure. Tarek, man, he's taken so much damage, but he don't care. He's going. He's just the point man at this point for EG. Just gonna take contact, and ooh, that's a huge miss for Nap, and he goes for more. He's so ballsy. He's gonna get punished for it. And Stewie, he's got so much work. At any moment right now, 2 players are gonna be coming onto his screen. And he just gets taken out. This is a lot of pressure from EG.
This is a lost cause.
Yeah.
This is a save call now. Man, that's rough. Oh dear, this is even worse. Elige is never going to expect that.
Ruh-roh.
Liquid's getting bodied.
Yeah, and I guess in another world, if Naf, because Tarek, the low player, bypasses him, if Naf in another world hits that shot on the second guy, then repeats and get another, then it's a beautiful round from Liquid, right? But that's one of the issues with positioning, especially with such a impactful weapon as that op. And right then, Naf, he was outpositioned, outgunned, and outmanned.
Oh dear. EG looking to take that crown of North America's top dog.
They've been working hard at it for quite some time now.
Yeah, they've been knocking on the door for a bit. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how high Zeus can take this team.
That's a good start for Liquid at least. Elige finding a huge kill onto Cirque. Did Cirque have an AWP? Yeah, Stanislaw has now picked that up. And these pistol rounds, I mean, we've seen it all week long, can get pretty dicey. This spam, though, from Tarek. He's gonna... Ooh, his spidey senses right then tingling. Good for him. And nice shots from Liquid, but at this point, Naf, he might find this 1v1.
Nope. Didn't find it at all. EG might just run away from this game. This is going to be the last real gun round that Liquid has. If they can't win this, at 8-13, it would be like whatever you buy, you just scrape it together and then see if you can make something happen. So the comeback needs to begin right now. 5 rounds back. This is Liquid's map pick.
And Matthew Maniac talked about it, is when he's listening in on the Liquid comms, he doesn't see a player yet on the Liquid side that can actually manage and say, hey, we got to wake up, we got to win out from here on out. The comms, it definitely doesn't change.
Well, that's supposed to be Stewie, right?
It's supposed to be.
You can't put all that on one man.
No, that's what I mean. It's supposed to be Stewie, but if Stewie is busy doing other stuff, with in-game leading and stuff like that, we also turn to Adrenaline a little bit in that sense. But there should definitely be. I mean, you can't just have the one sole guy on the team, keeping the spirits up, calling the plays, trying to keep the comms up. Just doesn't work. Pretty quiet round here, though. It's a lobby default from EG, moving their way towards ramp. With 4 members, that's a bad flash. Stewie gets 2 before he gets traded by Tarek.
That's an important double kill. And yeah, it's wise of NAF to give up the angle. That's not a fight you necessarily need to peek into with a man advantage. They want to clear it outside, and this could be dangerous. Stanislaw's playing a sneaky little game behind a red box, and if the timing is wrong, this could be 2 Liquid players that go down, but they might be able to wrap around behind him. And yeah, there's Twist getting caught looking backwards. Stanislaw falls next. And it's just down to Tarek.
I think that's really nice play from Liquid. Stewie sees a lot of players on ramp, so they kind of know that it would just be the one guy outside. Sure, Sam gets the 1, but just the whole thing of taking map control, as we talk about, the ramp hold and then into the outside take EG was basically forced to make a move there. They get the bomb down. That's a bonus. But that's a really nice round from Liquid.
And I mean, EG did good damage as well. 3 kills. You can't complain too much.
Yeah, with the money already being low on Liquid side as well. Best case, if you're EG, and obviously we look at EG's money, Tarek had like 13 grand, so he still has a lot of money here left even after a full buy. Same with Ethan, Stan, and Breeze. It's only really Cirque that's a little bit money starved. Makes sense. Buying the op. Expensive weapon.
Ooh, door rush, a lot of damage. So much damage onto EG.
That is, yeah, that went not the way they wanted it to. Whatever they had envisioned of how that strat would work, that wasn't the way.
That's not exactly the visualization they went through in the dry runs.
Oh, even Tarek misses out on the kill. That sucks. He's cleaned up by Elige from behind. Sui doesn't even go down, and Stanislaw is next. But again, you know, damage the name of the game. Keep the economy as low as possible. Elige wants the challenge, and he's gonna get it.
And Stewie at this point only on that FAMAS and low HP stand. He finds the timings to dodge the AWP, and ooh, this is a good angle for Stanislaw. This Molotov should buy him some time for Nav, and picking up the bomb. Ooh,
Oh, dear.
Stewie.
That's a bold peek with low HP.
Yeah. Imagine.
Imagine Sam being ready for that. He was looking in the direction. It's like he
Right.
had the read.
That's a very cocky round from EG. Even the first guy, normally when you do rounds like these, if the goal is like to try and go downstairs, get the bomb down really fast, and then just work with the after plant, usually you only have 1 or 2 guys go down, not the third. Because the timing wise, you just tend to get blown up. But there, I feel like EG's timing, even for the first guy, was a little bit off. And Liquid, maybe they were expecting it, but there's a lot of nades that rained in there on towards that squeaky. Maybe even a molly down vents, which you tend to throw if you have the read or if you know that they are on eco, for example. The after plant. But we're swapping the pace here. EG just 180 that round with a quick round, but this is a little bit of a slower one. Smoke wall downstairs. And this is a very common one. We have 4 different things you can do really with these smoke walls. This is one where we just send one guy lower. It's Stan, I think, leading the way for the EG side, and then we have the other guys moving the way towards Squeaky. But I think the call is made that they're actually going to change their mind here.
And Nav, he hasn't had the best game so far, but we spoke about as soon as we go on the CT side, he starts AWPing, he might find more success. And right now, the duels he's been waiting for might come his way. There's one to start things off. Tarek.
They ran out of nades.
I guess so.
Yeah, they don't
but
have another smoke.
You know what? His death is not in vain. His teammates were able to make it down to secret. Thank you, Tarek. We'll take that. And if EG want to capitalize on that, they've got to be able to convert this round.
Yeah, but if you run out of smokes to cross, how the hell are you going to get this bomb planted with 2 players and a crossfire in the lower bomb site?
Yeah, and Stewie and Elige have such a sick crossfire right now.
Oh, don't lose your nerve now. Don't lose your nerve now. I hear a scope, I'm assuming.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he turned.
Oh, no.
Oh, that timing sucks. But Elige on top, hard angle to deal with, and they have cracked in.
So much on Naf right now. He has no idea players already pushed up on the ramp wall to him. That shot's going to start things off, the possibilities. But Stanislaw, yeah, this round, you know, Liquid are kind of lucky to get away with that. I thought that crossfire was so solid down lower, and as you said,
Stewie
Jason,
got nervous.
yeah, he got nervous.
And that was Naf scope, I assume he heard up in ramp room. So he turned, maybe was worried about control room window or something, but either way.
It's a little bit sloppy there. I feel like they kind of... Stan actually comes down lower really easily, and I think that's to a fault there, because I think he just makes a call of, hey, like, I didn't even see anyone outside, you know, like, watch out for, like, a ramp play or something, because they were leaning, they were actually leaning towards ramp or going down there, and that's probably why you didn't even see any smokes, because, like, the idea was, you know, an expo flash out ramp, and we already have stand lower, and then we just come down for ramp, and we kind of sandwich them. But that call is cancelled, and then you see that, you know, Tarek is just basically just forced to give up his life.
Running the gauntlet. The Eliminator. Now that's a boomer reference right there. American Gladiators? Nobody? Okay.
That one deserves a lot more than 60%.
Listen, American Gladiators was the best show of its time. That was an era-defining television show.
Whatever you say, Jason.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, well, you two had the misfortune of not having the same childhood that I. Okay, that's fair. 90.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
yeah, give it
100%.
100%, baby. Listen.
I mean, that makes sense. You are the oldest person on the couch.
Shit, am I really?
Wait, are you?
Yeah,
I guess
by
so.
a few months, I think. 87, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm the oldest then.
Are you 86?
I'm 86.
Oh, damn, you hella old.
Ah,
Normally, I'm the
boomer.
oldest, and I'm like
Are
the
you
youngest on the
actually
couch.
older, or are you older the way that Koreans measure age?
No. Yeah, I'm 86 in
Okay.
America,
Okay.
in the US of A.
Just checking. Double checking.
I'm always very confused about my age.
Yeah, after 21 rather, you just,
You just stop kind of
Yeah.
keeping track. You don't really want to keep track.
no. You know, all of a sudden I turn around and EGF made this a 2v2.
Yeah, we did get lost in the age conversation. It is true though. Koreans do. You're born at 1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Technically, though, that would just mean that Christine's 35 instead of like 34.
Yeah. That's why we don't do the Korean age thing out
Halfway
here.
to 40.
Listen,
We don't do the Korean age thing out here.
I wasn't. I just wanted confirmation. I wasn't throwing out numbers the way Robin is over here.
Listen, I'm all about the math, apparently, it turns out. Ever since day one when I messed that up. I have to prove myself, I feel like.
I'm not 34 yet. My birthday's in October. I'm still 33. Just to make that clear.
No, oh yeah. Well, that made it much better.
Yeah, it makes it so
It changes,
much better.
changes everything.
It changes so much. Context, baby.
All right. All tied up at 12. Oh, upper hit, timing hit, twist behind the box, and
Ooh.
he gets dropped. He has no teammates to slow that down, and Liquid have to call the save. Bomb site's lost way too quickly.
Yeah, you know, there's been a lot of rounds here on the T side where EG have kind of really bullied Liquid's defenses, and it's happened here once again in the upper bomb site.
And Liquid have no money, so they can't even go for this retake, even if they wanted to try and get that initial kill. They're going to have to rely on, I mean, Nitro's going to, what, have about 3,400 in the next round? Ali should be able to drop one weapon. He's got decent enough utility to do it, so they can still buy in the next. Although Naf stuck on that scout kind of sucks. Really sucks, actually.
For both of these teams, though, we talk about bullying, and we see just an expo round into the B1 bomb site. B1, oh, I'm super old school. Into the A bomb site. Gets the trade initially, and for Liquid, I mean, we talk about even with the nades that we see here, this is just the one smoke and just the one flashbang. And for Liquid, they don't have time to set up. They don't have time to really throw any nades. They're just forced to stick up their weapons there, and they don't have. The trades are just not there.
Did Twist get Molotov off the hut?
Yeah, he had to jump down. That's why you kind of see the timing there. So it's definitely there for EG. And since we haven't seen it before as well, I don't think Liquid was necessarily expecting it. And we talk about the money. Liquid opting for utility rather than firepower. FAMAS, an SMG,
Yeah.
Scout and 2 rifles.
That makes sense.
Especially on a map like this, and especially on a map that you can play very compact and...
Oh dear, they're going to do it again, EG. Look at Cirque's position right outside Mini. The rest of his team can join up with him. They can turn that corner so fast.
If Elish can find some timing here, though. Ooh, that Molotov shuts him down before anything even starts.
Okay, so it's the wall close up so they can get in towards the warehouse outside. And look at the rotation for Liquid. You can see Stewie coming over. You can see Naf here as well.
And this is where you have an option if you're Liquid. You don't want to just get stuck on the bomb site here. You either fight outside, or you make your move and you're going to take lobby control instead.
I don't like the feeling of having Naf with the Scout protecting Heaven. That seems like an unwieldy weapon in this situation. If they get close enough to it and he can't fight, what an access. And look at where well, Ethan was holding lobby from way, way far back. Because he knows the counterplay from this kind of a standing from EG is for Liquid's upper defense to push into lobby. So why even be there? There goes that Scout as Naf tries to challenge. Lower bomb site has 2 defenders, Stewie and Elish, but Stewie is back at ramp.
And good push from Elise. He could have easily got caught off there, but Tarek, you know, this was such a good fake coming out of EG, and this is a double
Well,
pump.
time, 8 seconds.
They're already lower, though.
Yeah, I can't believe
A
that.
double pump fake.
They fooled Liquid so hard. Elish thought that one kill was the only player there. That's brutal.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was such a cool round. With Tarek as well, just coming into Mini the way he did, basically for free. And then as soon as he sees the guy on bomb site, I mean, for Liquid, we talk about it, like, don't get stuck on the bomb site. And as Jason pointed out, even if Ethan is playing it so defensively in the lobby there, you don't really have to get that kill if you're Liquid. It's all about feeling a little bit safer of, like, hey, we have more map control. We don't have to get just stuck in, like, our rotation, so just get completely off. There we see, I mean, EG is just playing with them. So they're playing with their food. We know Liquid had 2 guys lower. We know that they had inner bomb site as well. EG super spread out, running down the clock. This is exactly what happens here. Elise, you know, he gets the first one. This is where we kind of expect Liquid to get lobby control instead of just keeping the sites. Because Tarek is literally just running around here because the map is just so open.
And I like that after he got that pick and connector, he just booked it right to under ladder and just disrupting the rotations even a step further. Really good look from EG right now. They seem to be in full control of this second half so far.
We talk about this being the last event before the break. Really comes to show a lot of hard work for a lot of these teams past 6 months. And for EG, obviously, with a new coach. Maybe a little bit different play style as well. But seems to be working with them. They were flunking a little bit more inconsistent, I'd say, in the beginning of the year. Maybe they weren't getting the results they wanted.
Ooh, this is a cool spot. Surely this gets cleared, though.
Failed.
Twist better get like two, maybe even 3 kills out of this. Oh, and he does. Or at least there's enough Liquid players to back him up. It's just Cirque half HP in a 1 versus 3, and Liquid might get a lifeline based off that play from Twist. Cirque transfers over, traded immediately, and Liquid's on the board.
And that was a molly down for EG. I think the smoke wall actually failed, and not wasting any nades. Still, if EG kind of just gambling, so they have the crossfire set up there for Liquid. Really nice hold. We have another tack. I think last round it was a Liquid tack. I think this round we do have an EG tack. Looking at the money for EG's end, it's still very good. For Liquid, they're going to have to string 2 rounds together and make it 15-14 if they want to have a chance to maybe breaking the EG money maybe for the last round. But this is still a very dangerous spot if you're Liquid. Full buy, best you can have. You just don't have an op on NAF. But other than that, like, this is the best you can hope for. So, but still very important round. They're down at 0, really only Stu with money. So if EG wins this one, might just run away with map 1 here, which was Liquid's map pick.
Yeah, that would be a sick thing to just steal right out away from them. This is a very cool map so far from EG.
Last round, EG, they tried to change the pace. They tried to make it down to that secret a lot faster than what we've been seeing in this half so far. And kind of fumbled with Twist. This time around, they decide to go to a slower approach, because these slow approaches have kind of choked out Liquid in those mid rounds, along with Stan and Tarek just slowly taking over this big garage and working those picks, poking and prodding. So this has kind of been EG's win condition. And especially with Cirque with that AWP, he wants some time to look for a pick here.
I like that this map is just so close between these teams. This is exactly what we expected coming into this series today. Just a back and forth affair. Naf gets that first kill. Tough position to clear out, and he's got support outside from Elige, who's going to go for a follow-up peek. Wrapping around a little bit late, but he gets caught in the open. 2 kills given right back to EG to keep them into this round.
And that's definitely not what you want if you're Liquid. I mean, you were in full control. Naf had that opening kill. There was a great crossfire, and Stewie, he even tries to make a lot more happen for himself. Naf, all of a sudden, finds himself in a 1v1, stand with the bomb with 30 seconds left to go. He's in full control of this round. Nap is going to have to rotate back around, but they're going to meet each...
No.
Ooh, Nap goes up the Raptor.
I thought he was going to go for the big lobby flank. That would have been absolutely crazy.
I think Nap just heard him here.
Yeah, it sounds like it. But man, he's got to be hesitant about how fast he takes this play. Stanislaw is going to tuck himself into the bomb site, not leaving through any of the doors, right behind the silo. Naf has a lot. Ooh, that's a good little peek from Stanislaw. He's given EG 2 chances to close out the map.
And that's nightmare scenario for Liquid as well. You're at 1,500 bucks now, almost across the board. Really only Stewie with money. Can buy an op if he wants, but this is... I mean, this, yeah, C said half armor and a smoke, basically, what you can afford.
Stewie with the hero op, though. Yeah, it sucks, man. That round, I totally saw Liquid winning it out, and then Elige, he went for more, kind of fluffed that spray towards this T-Red box, but Stewie has that AWP. There's actually 2 snipers on the Liquid side, a scout on NAF as well. And this time around, Stewie, he's just pushing towards that ramp.
Yeah, they're pushing lobby here. By the looks of it, if you're Liquid, the smokes come down, so you do have that window. Talk about Jason mentioned it there. What do you tend to do if they go down lower? You tend to take lobby control if you're CT. Stewie's down here though. The hero up. Oh my god, the nice timing from Tarek there as well. They just run out of the bomb site. Doesn't give Stewie any time to react. And now, I mean, EG just won this bomb site complete. It's a 5-on-3 now. Bomb going down. This is looking like a map 1 for EG.
It's looking done.
Liquid's map pick as well. We know that EG is a fantastic nuke team. Inferno coming up. But can they do the retake? They can't. Stanislaw with another double. I mean, it's just over. What a nice last round there. Timing was on point.
That was actually a really cool TF from EG altogether. I thought there were some really fun calls on that T side. Well put together.
Nice different change of paces as well,
yep.
Always keeping Liquid guessing. And I think the biggest factor is they never gave Naf any sort of a duel that he wanted. You know, usually we see Naf making the pushes with the op, picking off on the Twinkie part, or even towards the T-Red, but there was always an answer from Liquid, whether it be utility to hold him off, or smokes to cut off the line of sight, or lurking through the smokes and pushing him off. So definitely an uncomfortable match for Naf here.
Yeah, uncomfortable for everyone involved. Everyone on the Team Liquid side, actually, I had a great time.
Everyone involved.
I was comfortable.
We're always comfortable.
Yeah, we're very comfortable. Either way, we're going to head to a... That's the one. We're going to head to a break, and we'll be right back with map number 2.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys. What are you talking about?
All grown men with suits and ties, just sitting in the crowd smoking big cigars. I hope you're ready for what's coming now. I'm the one on the lady that would bring it down.
And we're back.
Boom.
CS Summit 6 online.
I keep on forgetting they added this one too, so obviously you can kind of...
It's out of my line of sight. That's helpful
is.
for you guys. It does absolutely
You
jack.
can kind of tell we have to be
for me.
mindful of what you guys can't see, other people can still see. So, Robin, don't make a fool of yourself.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
Good first map, Nuke. Nice little win for EG there. I would love to hear the rationale because we saw EG and we talked about them when we saw them previously in this event. Nuke, a solid map for them. I would be interested to see the reasoning behind Liquid making that their map pick.
I would have actually even thought when we saw the map first, I thought that was EG's map pick.
Yeah.
Because it's a map they've actually been actively picking into as well. So, yeah, maybe just it comes to show in the end of we talk about current form and whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe for Liquid, we are seeing a transition period even for EG. With the addition of Zeus, I think we will see for the next coming months as well. Sure,
Yeah.
granted, the player break I think is going to be really needed, but it's fun to see, at least for me, to kind of see that EG is getting back into like the form that we kind of saw them last year. They're supposed to be one of the best teams in North America for me, and I feel like they've been a little bit shaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always weird saying stuff like Team Liquid is in a recovery process, right? Changing their in-game leader and rebuilding and restructuring and stuff. But that's exactly what it is, and you're kind of seeing that right now play out. We've been seeing it, right, for the past 8 months or so. So it's definitely maybe that has a role in why Nuke is kind of coming back into play for Liquid.
Yeah, and also I think too with these two teams, with how good they are, and probably these two teams have some of the deeper map pools as well. Like
Definitely.
No matter what map you pick, they're going to be pretty competent on the one you're going into. So obviously the game plan here on Nuke didn't work out for Team Liquid as well as they would have liked. Inferno's next.
Yeah, we still talked about this series as a whole, and we still have Inferno, and we still have Dust 2 in the map pool. This is definitely still very much a potential of going a full three maps. That was a very close 16-13. I think that most maps we have the potential of actually getting to that point. So
Yeah.
nice series so far. And I think even playstyles wise, I feel like for both of, even for Liquids on their T side, they played a very similar approach of the expos into we get the trades and we domino effect into don't allow EG to do these good nice rotates that they've, for me at least, what they're known for on this CD side. Here we see the same thing kind of scenario, just full speed ahead. Here another expo flash in again, and this is a nice little setup from EG. This is the one I talked about of Liquid. A little bit, I'm not sure if that was that one, but we had one run that was a little bit sloppy with the smoke wall outside that they failed, and I feel like that was pretty easily read from EG.
And we just saw that clip again. We talked about it, but I have to bring it up again. The jiggle peeking, the rifle work, trying to bait out that shot from Cirque down in secret. When I initially saw that score line, it was 7-4 Liquid up. I was like, man,
This might be
Liquid,
over.
yeah, this might be over, because if Liquid are playing to that level where you can clearly see that they're communicating on another level, they're adding super layers of their really letting their cleverness show through in their gameplay as well. I'm like, holy, that's the level you want to see these individuals performing at. So, but then it just fell flat once again for Liquid.
We just saw a highlight as well that's along that same vein, that one from Cirque of where they had that battle outside and Cirque just was the only one left and challenged Mini with his AWP. That's the kind of challenge that I really hadn't seen a whole lot of Cirque and a whole lot of the EG players doing, considering their individual level. They seem to have lost confidence, and that's just a sign that it's coming back in a big way. So that was cool to watch as well on Nuke. I'm really excited for Inferno. This could be a great series. If Liquid can take it to a third map, I think we'd be in for a real treat. Could it be tough?
No, actually, you mentioned the whole thing with Cirque of being willing to go aggressive, and it's one of the things we mentioned on, I think it was day 1 or 2, we talk a lot about opening kills on losing trades, playing in a 4v5 or in a deficit. And one of the things it's a mental thing, right? Because if your team is struggling and you look into it why are we losing, you see, oh, we're not getting a lot of openings and stuff like that. The first thing comes to mind is, oh, we're playing too aggressive or whatever. But one thing to notice that both of these teams are obviously fishing for opening kills. Even if you're defensive, you can still lose that opening kill, being deemed as, oh, why'd you go and die, right? We just need to stay alive. And it's a bad mindset, because the more that happens, the more defensive you come, and no one wants to make a move. No one wants to be that guy that ends up dying first, that makes their team to lose. And that's a bad state to be in, because you have all of these individual players known to be aggressive, and you kind of put that in the mindset of oh, no. don't fuck up here. You have to play defensive. Like, don't lose the entry. We can win if our rotations are key.
Yeah.
That's all good, but you still have to have plays like this. You still have to have Cirque go aggressive, making plays. You still have to do that again and again to still, we were talking about just the change of pace, the flow of the game. This is to always keep your opponents second guessing themselves. It's definitely coming back. And we're going live with map number 2. It's going to be Inferno, like we talked about.
Beautiful. 80s
EG's
Inferno.
map pick. So we'll see what the start will be. I'm guessing Liquid's just going to start on that CT side.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We talked about the change, just the meta on this map. And for me at least, I do notice a big difference in the sense of NA are still hammering towards that B bomb side, stacking a little bit more, 3 towards B in the beginning of those rounds, fighting a little bit more for wasting a little bit more nades. This is the top 2 teams in North America. We'll see if the kind of the same pacing is there. We kind of see the same approach. But we are live. EG starting on that T side. 1 set of nades on Stan.
That's an early Molotov.
That is an early Molotov.
Just for that 1 stack.
I don't know if it was worth it.
Fair play. It did like 50 damage, but yeah, that it is not really going to have a whole lot of impact, especially when you consider Stewie's now all alone at this B-bomb site with no armor and no nades.
Now, Stan, he does have the set of nades for the EG side of things, and it looks like he's going to get caught out in mid. Nice pop flash from Liquid, and good shots from NAF to follow up. Nitro, he might be looking for more, but Liquid, this is a good call from them. They did get squished up a little bit, so they're falling back. Defensive posture here.
Yeah, I can't believe no one's rotated to the B-bomb site yet. This is so much pressure on Stewie. He's got more players coming in. He needs to find this kill out in the open. He's being wrapped upon as well.
Oh.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do there? And now all the kills fall in EG's favor.
Yeah, we talk about how important it is for the B anchor guy to stay alive. Stewie, obviously there's nothing really he can do. EG had a really good round, a pistol buy round there. They kind of take arch control, so obviously you kind of cut off the rotation from the Liquid and then you go into B. So for Stewie, unless there's a guy in CT spawn already, he's by himself for at least like 20 seconds there. So for him not getting the first peak here, we see again here how much space EG's just getting and obviously just compacting on the bomb site. He ends up going down, not getting a single kill. This is a really nice... Oh, we missed that second shot from Ethan. That was absolutely insane. Okay. All right, then. But it's a pistol round on the board for EG. Full buy from Liquid here. But
I do wonder on that pistol if Nitro should have gone for a little bit more there. He was at full HP. NAF had just gotten a double kill towards that middle pillar.
Did he also... Were they shooting at the same one? He was reloading at the same time and kind of fell back?
That could be definitely possible.
Because the initial approach from Liquid, it was a 4 mid stack with 1 flashbang into Expo. That's all great, right? Like, NAF gets the 2 kills there. Awesome. Once that happens, this is when you kind of like take a breather and you kind of talk about like, it's 5-on-3 now. Where's the position we want to go to? Now we want to fall back to B, right? Now we want to make sure that we have all the grounds covered. Even for Stewie, now you don't want to be on site anymore. You want to be in spool, so you have like a more defensive, angle, so you can fall back and you can kind of play these retakes a little bit safer.
Yeah, he felt, for me, it was like, I didn't mind him committing to the bomb site, but I thought if you're going to play in that position that you expect to have some support at a certain point, someone to come back and at least help out.
Yeah.
He just never got that support. Either way, second round underway, 40 seconds left.
And this could be dangerous here if you're EG, if you're not careful. You have nades, you have mollies here and stuff as well. I do love it that we're going to be seeing nades being used here at least for EG side.
One's boosted up towards the spawn.
Yeah, it's still going to be a very difficult round here.
Yeah.
This molly, though.
Oh, that busts up the stack. That's perfect. Good kill from Alige. And they're still hiding, running through the smoke, but the trap never really springs.
Yeah, that Molotov was clutch right there.
Yep, if it's not for that, Liquid likely win that round, or at least make it extremely costly. And now there's no chance. Alige is going to have to back away. Twist has salvaged a Galil. So, 2-0, but Rifle and Deagles and Armor saved in their last 2 remaining players of Liquid. Ooh, that's mean.
Yeah, things got pretty dicey for EG. Good on them, as Robin mentioned. Just the fact that they're willing to use their utility there to draw out exactly for an instance like this, and it works out perfectly for EG. But man, Naf even had a chance. He snuck his way into water there. And I don't remember which member of EG it was, but he snapped and had to dodge his own teammate's head in order to get that shot. So this round was definitely a lot closer than EG would have wanted.
This should be the easy round for EG, the third eco, but we obviously see here with Twist saving that Galil, would love for him to be a little bit aggressive here. Go for the hunt, you have a flashbang as well in your name, so you can kind of try at least go for an entry. This could still be a very close round here if you're not careful if you're EG. I loved last round, they actually wasted their nades when they hit that B bomb site. Same thing should go for here. They don't have the molly this time around though. And we're just going to see a quick little domino effect into B instead.
Nice and easy.
Did they spot Twist on A somewhere to make that call?
I'm
or
not
was
sure.
it just, hey, let's just go in?
Might have been
They're
just
pushing in boiler and stuff,
just
so
a, hey,
why not?
let's go in, yeah.
Yeah.
Bomb's going to get planted as soon as Sir can find the plant spot.
It took him a second.
It's like, why isn't this going down?
This game, man! This game! Tarek on the flank.
I don't know, man. EG's playing with a ton of confidence right now.
I think I feel like that's all Zeus. You know what I mean? The amount of even when you see him at events and stuff, so charismatic, really takes up a lot of space, is very vocal, likes to shout,
Less
really
space than he
invest
used to.
himself. But what? Less than before?
Yeah.
He calmed down a little bit?
He's lost some weight.
He's
Oh, he lost some weight,
Yeah,
you're
looks
saying?
great, yeah. He's looking slim. He's looking good.
A lot of people have lost weight in the CSGO scene. I think that once we became a little bit more mainstream, they realized, hey, we're sweaty nerds. And we're not going to get away from that, but we can look good.
We all adjusted eventually to the crazy travel schedule. You know, there's only so long you can sit in hotel rooms ordering pizzas.
And McDonald's and stuff,
Yeah.
yeah. And be like, I don't feel good.
I wonder why. It's lack of sleep and pizzas all day long is not
For
going
200
well.
days of the year. No wonder we're all going crazy on the desk sometimes. And this is going to be the first weapon round now for Liquid. Up on NAF. We always talk about this round being the one where you tend to kind of set the pace for both CT and T side. Now we know, well, obviously it's a full rifle round for Liquid side, but for EG side, we do have an SMG on NAF, and we have 2 Galils and a MAC-10 on Ethan. So just looking at the buy here on the T side, this should be a pretty fast round. It should be a compact round as well, maybe an apps push, maybe even a B execute as well. Have these like SMGs take like a lot of space. And as for Liquid, you kind of don't have to do that. You have a lot of nades here. You have a decision to make if you kind of want to set the pace as well early of like taking banana control. We kind of see the same kind of sequence I've been referring to a lot here in North America, where we put the 3 guys towards B initially. The A rotate is the one that tends to spend most of its nades early and then fall back. It's not a very aggressive play here from Liquid, at least. I do appreciate that. Try and save as many nades as you can.
Ooh,
it
that's a
looks
long
like-
route to run, and he's
Ooh.
not going to get away.
Naf does get punished for that forward position, but Twist is going to find nice timing onto Cirque, and he's even going to flank this Halls player, both Halls players of EG.
They haven't read that yet.
No, they haven't, and this actually sets them up nicely for this retake, but Breeze, if he's able to sniff this one out, this should secure the round for EG, and there he goes. What a peek from Breeze, too.
Yeah, I was peeking with intent.
Yeah.
Well, he
Stewie's
knows
going to
that
follow
Twist
it
is
up
there somewhere.
Yeah, they knew he was up in brackets, right? So you could see him checking back and forth. But Stewie coming in, the problem with this is as soon as that smoke fades, they're going to realize the danger of the flank. Like that, the timing of this is going to be everything. Nitro is going to try and force him into the open. Good kill from Stewie. Now into the bomb site. Stanislav's trapped in the back corner. Nades, flashbangs are out. He's at least isolated Nitro, but it's the UMP, and there's the find from Stewie.
He was thinking about it too, because he was like, damn, I have a UMP all the way in the back bomb site here. Like, even if I dink the guy, he's probably going to be able to kill me. So he wants to take a little bit more of an aggressive angle. That's a nice, we saw the sequence there as well. The comms coming in from Liquid on the retake. Nice little sequence here. The molly comes in, forced to make a move on it for EG here, and then the peak from Stewie. Comms are definitely there then.
And you
on
can
the
just see
Liquid side.
Nitro's just taking attention. He's
Yep.
just making noise, taking shots, making Stanislav think he's about to turn the corner at any moment. Nav has the op again. I think that was dropped over to him. I don't think they had the time to jump into holes and salvage it. But 3-1 is
And
the
if
score.
you're EG, you're pretty happy with that round nonetheless. You had 3 SMGs and pretty of a scrappy buy. Liquid only 2 members still alive there, so it was the bonus round that we talked about. A lot of damage here being done as well on Stewie in the beginning of this round. Still the same approach that we saw though. 3 towards B. We have a lot of nades being spent just to kind of clear the choke there. And for EG, taking their time, not wasting a lot of nades on this B side. This is what I was talking about, the whole new meta, right? Look how easy T's get back the banana control, not having to waste a lot of nades. If they wanted to here, if they kind of have the read of like, oh, it's just the 2 Liquid players here and they were the ones who spent the nades, you could have just flat out done an execute here. But because of, for example, we see a lot of Europe there where we have that kind of the third rotate come in and he's the one that spends a lot of nades, the idea is then that the 2 B players keeps their nades for that retake potential or for mid-round aggression.
Well, Nitro is being left in the B bomb site, and he's got 1 flashbang, so Elige actually staying nearby.
Looks like the pressure is coming towards this A right now, but that bomb, it's going back to B, so definitely going to be a double pump, but a little indecision making here. Maybe Ethan's getting a lot more space than he wants. Yeah.
Breeze have no idea what's
Confusing
going
everybody.
Well, okay, so
25
it's definitely
seconds left
it's
now.
definitely going to be a B split now here, and Ethan, he's definitely timing this Arch player. You can even see the indecision from Liquid. The pause there from EG definitely all of a sudden paying off for them.
Oh no, that's not ideal. Oh, has to do some work.
This is a
Stewie-
recovery though.
Yeah, they're doing as good of a job as you could possibly hope for. Now CT spawn 2 players
Wait,
coming
can
in.
they plant?
They can plant.
No time.
No,
they
no,
can't.
no.
Well, we said that yesterday, and the UI was a little bit wrong. Yeah, he does have the time.
Oh.
2-on-2 situation now, very close.
Oh, I thought he had just missed it. Oh, this is heartbreaking for Liquid. One's made it in to water. Cirque not going to see that peek up. Now they have to look towards Banana. Nobody's even considering it. Nobody's considered Stanislav's possibility of being here. Naf surely going to go down for free. They're so convinced.
Oh, the timing from Stan.
Naf Stanislav had about like 5 seconds where he could have peeked and had a free double kill.
Yeah, but you know, in what world does Stan think that? It's planted for Banana. He's definitely thinking they're both just posted on him, and he's trying to buy time there, but Liquid definitely a little bit lucky, a lot lucky, let's say it, to scrape by with this round, because we saw EG at first were indecisive of where they wanted to go. So in turn, it made Liquid indecisive with their rotations, and Liquid were kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place.
They were so convinced that Stanislav had gone towards ruins and like wrapped around through construction. That's crazy. How fortunate is that? Even when Twist like kind of even looks in that direction, he's looking towards the spawn choke point. He's not even looking towards Banana. They're fortunate to get out of that one with a round. 2-3, a hard-fought retake. But, I mean, listen, that's a successful tactic from EG. You have to think they're going to go back to that later in the half.
Oh, absolutely, but maybe a little bit more decisiveness. We saw the bomb that Breeze didn't really know what was going on. He was running back and forth in mid a few times.
Stewie needs to get boosted up on spawn side with this kind of HP. He's down to 7 health. He needs to tuck himself into a corner of safety. Again, 3 players at the B bomb site.
Yeah, and you know, Stu hasn't started the round off with healthy HP in quite some time. 2 rounds ago, we saw him getting double HE grenaded.
That's a really failed smoke.
But these are the retakes nades I was talking about. For Liquid, you have options. They didn't decide. This is also just setting up. We talk about, you know, stringing rounds together and, you know, putting some the mindset of T's as well of like, hey, we can throw these nades. We don't have to necessarily go and for the push every single round. But sooner or later, Liquid will utilize that molly and that smoke to take banana control back. But instead, they waste those. But it's still a B stack here. Still a very nice run from Liquid in the sense of reading the game. But we still have some nades left here too. But for EG, it's just a walking. They also don't have a lot of nades here, so they're just walking into bomb site. Smokes come in. There's not going to be any more nades come in now, so this is all about getting the trades. They have the bomb site, 2-on-2 again. And this is what Liquid did good last time. And even on the A bomb site, they retake that bomb site pretty nice as well. So comps are definitely in order in these 2-on-2s at least.
I have to think Liquid's not happy with the amount of times they've had 3 players at this bomb site. Ooh, Nap spots it out. The no-scope doesn't work, and Twist had never peeked with it. Now he's going to move in a 1 versus 2, but Cirque has found safety behind the coffins. The shoulder peeks from Nubox have to be useful. I still haven't spotted Twist. There's the shot. Now Cirque legs him, and it's all over. Tarek's going to get the final kill, 4-2 for EG, and all throughout this, Liquid had not been able to build up any money in those 2-round wins, so they might have to be forced into a half buy, maybe just not even investing on a couple players.
Yeah, and like you mentioned there, how many times can Liquid come and say that, they had the 3 guys on that B bombs at that time again, not being able to hold it. And I say it again, it's not really about the bodies on that B bomb site. It's all about the utility management. It's all about making sure if they come in, even smoking off themselves on the bomb site, making sure the EG does get easy trades or easy kills. And then obviously the other option that we're gonna see, if Liquid can't hold this bomb site even with the 3 members alive, one of the changes we're gonna probably end up seeing is that they're gonna start wanting to take banana control even more aggressively, making sure they kind of get an op down there, maybe leave Naf there by himself, even Nitro with a solo op, and kind of work the rotations a little bit. But this is a really good side so far from EG. Looking to make it round 5 in their name.
Ooh. He gone. 5-2.
And all 5 alive as well.
Yeah, they're making some cash money. Robin, they're rich.
Bread. Making that bread.
Yeah, and with just a 1 SMG as well, it's still very much in EG's favor. We talk about bonus rounds and stuff like that. This doesn't even have to be a fast round if you want. Stan can just entry up even late in the half or late in the round. But we see again now, no op on Liquid side. We do have nades. We'll see the next approach here. It's 3 towards B again. They've taken banana a little bit half-assed in the sense they have been fighting. They've been throwing a little bit of nades early here, but they haven't really done anything with it. We'll see if there's a change of pace here from Liquid. Stan now with an entry. Yeah, they are fighting for this time around, so this is the change of pace I was talking about. And there she pays dividends, forcing EG now to basically just go and execute A, maybe on timing.
Finally, some breathing room from Liquid for what seems like the first time in this half. Finally getting a grasp of that control towards that B. And Tarek, he's been poking around towards this A all half long and maintaining that pressure, and no exception in this round, but Liquid are doing a good job not giving him the duel he's looking for.
Liquid would love to keep this all 5 players alive the way they have it at the moment, but unfortunately, EG's going to fall right back into this B hit where Stewie's got low HP and he's so deep in spawn, he won't even be able to help Nitro, who's just got a FAMAS in the back of the bomb site. If this hit comes in, there is a real chance that EG just get a post plant, and who knows what happens from there.
Ooh, and this might be really dry for quite some time. Stan, he wants to find a duel here without the nades. There's a pop flash. Stewie's really far back and he's low. He's definitely got a lot of attention. This flash is going to be huge for Nitro.
Never got it off. He never got it off. He wanted to flash it. There's the second kill. Bomb site is lost. 3-on-2. With an op in Breeze's hands, even though he's low, this can be damaging. Tarek's going to guard the cross for the moment. He finds safety, but he's blind. No safety in that corner. I take it back. Breeze cannot take a point of damage, and he can't get away from the trade.
For a 5 versus 3,
that's not bad.
That's
not
bad at all. EG are okay with that. I mean, even the plant making it so expensive for Liquid. And Stewie, he's been starting off these rounds on the back foot a lot. He's low HP, so much utility coming his way, so much pressure. So good on him to stay alive there, but he wasn't working with much.
Yeah, and that wasn't even an EG banana take, really. It was they've been doing the same thing over and over again with just throwing the nades up there. And as you mentioned, Stewie's been really taking a lot of damage early.
Yeah, he's had to play a few rounds with no HP. Now, at least that round he got a double kill for all the health that he lost, but previously sometimes he's taken that damage without any real ground gain.
And because of that, Liquid finally winning that banana take 1 round, they kind of feel... We do say the little bit of change of pace, the opting towards 3 towards A that round instead.
I don't know why it says that Cirque,
it flashed
blinded Leash. It didn't blind Cirque at all, so
no.
that flashbang maybe needs to get retweaked.
At least we have Stewie here by himself on the banana bomb side. So in terms of just setup, it's obviously very important here for Stewie to keep, honestly to keep playing aggressive, to keep making sure that, hey, EG doesn't have banana, just keep playing 3 towards that A bomb site. Get the information. Yeah, I feel like EG is pretty smart here as well. We talk about how cheap it is to regain banana control, and we see here again, you know, Stewie is pretty much just forced to back up. Not a lot of nades being spent on the EG side to getting that banana control, but we see a very fast push here at the same time.
He does get that first pick, but he's pushed off already. Bomb's gonna go down. At least there's 2 Molotovs on Liquid side of things. They can set up a really nice retake here. Even the smoke
for
the
banana.
top of banana, yeah.
They have no flanks coming in, and the problem is there's another smoke put up in the choke point, and there's one more still waiting. That's on Breeze. It's going to put down on Rap side, or excuse me, towards Coffins. So this retake is going to get all sorts of discombobulated. There's the flashbang. They're going to have to start coming through, and they've already lost. Stana's on the other side. I don't think Nitro can get away. He's going to do his best to find 1 kill on the exit. EG is just piling on.
Nice responses. The counter utility for the retake utility. Good
Yeah.
answers from EG.
And it's off the end of a really poorly thrown flash, so Elish ends up dying super early.
Yeah.
Makes it a 4-on-5. Stewie does the best of it there as well. I mean, Liquid still runs that 1-3 setup. Stewie by himself to be, but we feel like a broken record, but I talk about how easy it is to just regain banana control there, and we kind of see it. So even if it was aggressive, he's just forced to back up. And we talk about the importance of like opening kills and stuff like that, and we talk about the importance as well of just like not going to die. I feel like Liquid actually had a pretty good setup there. Didn't really have to go aggressive with Elish in the middle.
Ooh.
This is a nice read from Cirque. Okay. Normally you just like pay attention to the right side. That's normally where you double boost. But he jumps up and he peeks left instead. And again another opening of what is Liquid Eco. Just the op on the leash. Picked it up after Stewie died.
This half could get real brutal for Liquid all of a sudden.
Yeah. No, it's really worrisome as well, because like I mean they did manage to hold that B bomb site with that 3-man stack when they would push it 1 round. But just with the whole thing, when we talk about stringing rounds together and stuff as well of...
Ooh, hello Twist. Here we go.
Oh, you might get the one here. Oh, he doesn't. Wow, okay.
I
What a
cannot
shot.
believe Ethan is watching for that. That's crazy. Alige is going to back away with the ult, but EG is on the hunt, and there is a long time left in this bomb.
Oh, Tarek. There it is.
EG's got everything covered at the moment.
Yeah, I mean...
This is scary, actually.
Even Cirque just... Imagine if Naf had a better flash, you know, for that moment, and he punished Cirque the round before when they were setting up Alige to peek mid. There's no way he goes for that peek on top of that wagon as soon as he sees that smoke. But because Liquid have not been able to punish him, I mean, Cirque's on full frag mode. He
Yeah.
wants to get in there.
Look at Tarek again, another map. 15 kills for him.
Jeez.
He had a great nuke as well.
Yeah, I know. He's living the dream.
Content, baby.
He's back. A much-needed timeout called. Talk things over.
That's actually one of the things we haven't talked about, but before Zeus joined, Tarek was actually maybe one of the guys, I was going to say on the chopping block, but not in that sense, but it's one of the guys that really hasn't been playing.
The most
He's been
towards the
struggling,
end of
yeah,
2019.
absolutely, yeah. A little bit inconsistent and stuff like that. And even when you talked to him, he was very much aware.
He tweeted it a couple times.
Yeah.
He was very well aware of his own performance issues.
And obviously in most cases as well, like, and especially when you're part of a team and it goes longer and longer, you're trying to keep finding answers, and in most cases, especially if you're a vocal person on the team, and especially if your main goal is, I want the team to win, you tend to get crappy spots. Maybe it goes a little bit too far, because Tarek is a very individually skilled player.
Yeah.
When he first got picked up in the scene, he was supposed to be the star player.
He kind of has those shitty spots we talk about, though. You know, ramp on nuke, B on Mirage.
Yeah, like the anchor spots.
Yeah. If they don't go to your site the whole half, then you're playing rotate strike the whole time.
Right.
Rotate strike.
Again, it's a B take. Liquid tries to take their fight to EG. It's another B aggressive play here. And they're not winning that either.
Holy hell.
We talk about this round or this half potentially running away from Liquid. And I actually think that's exactly what we're seeing here. You know, it's very worrisome seeing that Liquid, they can't hold the bomb site with 3 members on the site.
At the B site.
Yeah, and even now going aggressive again. And this is a reply from EG, and they kind of take the fight to them, like I said, and they win that. Bomb already down.
And you know you're getting just bullied when every round EG can have a lurk to never let you save. You know, last round we saw it was Tarek. This round it's Breeze. EG are able to just do anything and everything they want in the server right now. Full control.
Naf goes down. It's going to be an 8th round for EG. And if we look at the reply from Liquid, obviously we know that next round it's not going to be, I mean, they can half buy, but it's not going to be a full buy. When we look at the approach here from Liquid of like, hey, well, Robin, you're telling me now that they can't even stay the bomb site, they can't even fight Banana, like what are they supposed to do? Well, here's the thing, like when we look at even the approach for EG, it hasn't been like, oh, you have to pay attention to what they're doing on the map. They're not wasting a lot of nades early, they're not taking a fight, they're not rushing a bomb site, for example. So if you're Liquid here, save the nades, even if it's just for 20 more seconds in the beginning of the round, that's still a mid-round aggression play that you can do, and you kind of take the read on EG. Where are they going to take this fight? Now we kind of see, if we just look at the nades being thrown, we kind of already know that EG is leaning the way towards the A bomb site because they haven't been throwing these nades before. If you have an early peek here as well, we know as well, obviously, it's an eco, but if you have these like defensive, semi-aggressive setups, as soon as you have the read on EG, there's a lot of options you can do here. You can set up exactly what's going on here. Like, this is a very fantastic round from Liquid. It's a defensive setup, but the crossfires are there. And for EG, that's just walking up like this, they're struggling. So, I mean, this is a really good round for Liquid. Granted, I really hope to talk about this round as a whole, because even though it's an eco, like I had mentioned, I think that the struggle from Liquid here is that they're trying a little bit too hard. They're trying a little bit too hard, like, oh, we're always losing the deficit. We're always losing the member early. We're always playing 4v5. We have to play more aggressive, go for the entries. That's not the case. Work together instead. Use the nades. Use the, you have very talented people on the team. It's a 5-on-2 retake now. Tarek is very low. We know that it's a Liquid eco, but this should not be a round that they lose. It's going to require a lot from Stanislaw, honestly, to kind of keep this round still in EG's grasp.
Oh, they know Stan is here. He was spamming through the smoke. Oh my. This round really fell apart from EG. I thought maybe there was even a chance because they got into the B bomb site so for free. But yeah, good crossfires, like you mentioned, Robin, towards that A bomb site for Liquid with these pistols. I think EG even panicked a little bit there, which I thought was odd because they were kind of poking and prodding towards that mid, scoping things out. They noticed that Liquid were on those pistols. Twist did a good job towards that boiler, but then all of a sudden they booked it towards Arch, and then they didn't commit. You know?
No, exactly. And I was just going to say that too. We obviously know that Liquid is literally just on pistol buys. They have 5 members alive at the end of that round too. So like we talk about the crossfires, we talk about the importance of crossfires. This is a setup you can get even now with weapons and stuff like that. Don't overthink it. Don't think like, hey, we have to take Banana again. Like the stuff you're doing now if you're Liquid, have at it, like, but don't blow too many nades. Now again, fast rotate, I love this. Elish is really quick on the rotate here over towards the A bomb site. Here, if you're Liquid, again, you don't have to take the fight to EG. Read a little bit what's going on in the server. Now you know we were seeing a lot of nades from EG side initially here in the beginning of mid. This is where the crossfire should be, and Liquid again, the defensive setup, and they're getting the payoff. 4-on-2 now. EG on the back foot. Naf with another kill too. It's a nice hold again.
Yeah, but man, Cirque is looking on point in this series. Stewie waiting for that peak, and he's got it. 5th round for Liquid. Clawing back into this.
That was a nice entry from Tarek, though.
Yeah.
Popping out of those holes.
I haven't seen him peak like that at the entry in a long time.
Yeah, I liked that. But it comes down to those crossfires. Robin's been talking about it all half long, but it's certainly pulling through for Liquid. It is not something we've seen, except for these last 2 rounds, really highlighting how this A defense is going to work down. And this Graveyard player, I mean, Naf, huge round from him.
Yeah, no, and I mention it because I just find it's just so important, right? Because I feel like when I talk about it as well, and you can, and even for the people that's watching, you can kind of see this unfold, even if you pay attention to the minimap a little bit, like really pay attention to the rotates and stuff of really what's going on. And you have to remember, you know, yeah, we have extra here, which is all great, but a lot of the comps and a lot of the stuff that you kind of see if you're spread around the map, like the information that we are getting, it's actually a lot of information that players are getting too, and it's all about like having good comms, making sure that your players are calling even the minor stuff as well, of like a flashbang being thrown. This is a great first entry here. Liquid, we talked about, you know, really picking up the pace here at the end of this half, but this is the one of the first few entries we've seen as well, you know, and it's a defensive setup. They don't have to go very aggressive here. We also know that EG is running a little bit low on money here, only 3 smokes in their name, no flashbang, so a lot of dry ping is going to be occurring here. A lot of
3 smokes left, so I mean, you just kind of chuck them and hope you can find an entry.
Yeah.
Or a good trade at the very least.
Ooh.
Oh. That's a nice convincing shot from Nath. He is traded
he
back.
peeks.
Yeah, he went back for more, and this, look at Twist. He's the only one at this A-bomb site. He's probably feeling very uncomfortable at the moment. That smoke actually probably helps him. Probably makes him feel much more confident they'd have to jump through that smoke to actually get into his position. Smoke from his teammate into the bomb site as well.
Yeah, it was too short. So now they kind of have to wait for it. And we look at the time again, EG running down the clock. It's 10 more seconds left now, and Liquid has made the move on. Now they have all 4 members here. They even have a flank. This is definitely not going to go in EG's favor. They should be lucky enough to get the bomb down. I say that. Now we're going to have a full-on brawl here. Breeze have a good spot as well. Bombs down. Oh my god, I say that. I just cast a curse. It's a 1-on-1 now.
You've jinxed it. Well,
I think he likes out there. I'm going to call it out. Listen, we're not supposed to say that shit on broadcast. I don't care.
You can say it, Robin.
That's a lag out, I think. That's a
an
wet dream if you're Breeze.
That's a sticky keys.
I can't believe
It might be
EG's
too. Yeah,
won
that's
that
something.
round.
Yeah.
Stanislav, he even planted exposed to mini pit at that point just to dodge the spray he knew that was going to come from Twist. They knew there was a player
But
in
you
the
want to
site.
know what's so funny with this whole round? We talk about it when we look at the minimap when this is all occurring. Twist is all by himself on the A bomb site, and he's the last man alive on the EG push.
I don't even know if you can call that a mistake necessarily. Well, I mean, it is a mistake from Liquid, but you have to give credit to EG. They've been pounding that B bomb site this whole half, and if they hadn't been having so much success there, then there's no way there's that much of a lean that late in the round.
Yeah, but we also have to remember that re-peek from Naf after he got a pick, fell all the way back, and that just snowballed. That initiated everything
Some
for EG.
sloppy individual decisions, we'll say.
Last round of the half. I'd say if Liquid gets this last round, it's still a very good half. 9-6, knowing as well how much they were struggling in the beginning of this half. Lost to empty though, as I say that. It's a leash going down again in that boiler area.
EG just seems so focused right now.
Ooh.
Oh my
Breeze
lord.
is on one.
Yeah, they're pretty much impossible to beat when Breeze is on one. They're
Ace
gonna have
clear.
they're gonna have a 10-5 lead going into the second half. Liquid's got a lot of work to do to make this comeback happen.
Indeed they do, with only a Molotov on Nitro's name as well, and Stu with an op. He's gonna have to be aggressive here. We have to get some kills. And now the bomb's already down, so now it's a 4-on-2 retake. The odds of this going to Liquid's favor is just so small. Setups are just there as well for EG side. Crossfires, it's gonna go down. It's gonna be a 10-5 half in favor of EG.
Well, that's an exclamation point to close out the half. We're headed to a break, and when we come back, we'll see if Liquid can find it in themselves to force us onto a third map, so stay tuned.
second half on the way here. We have EG on the CT side. Fantastic T side from them. Like they're always in the lead. Liquid strung a few more rounds together though. Make it 5. They already one map down, which was their map pick.
Yeah, they lost Nuke emphatically, looking like they might also be able to lose Inferno emphatically.
I mean, this is
There's
an
a lot of
insane.
re-peaks down mid.
This is an insane round from Liquid too. Like in terms of what you kind of see in terms of buy. This is a full-blown B execute. They have 2 mollies, they have 3 smokes and 2 flashbangs. And 3 members from Liquid that has bought utility for this round.
Twist already used his molly though, but yeah, you're right. This B execute, it's coming in. That smoke might buy some space for EG. Tarek's certainly gonna push through it.
Oh my God! What? It's all falling apart from Liquid.
Oh, that flash did so much for him. Twist, he's gonna definitely get the bomb down though. If he figures out that both players are flanking Banana here.
I don't think he will.
Oh, Stanislaw.
Oh, he's gotta reload too.
Bait the shit out of Stanislaw. That's the strategy called by EG.
He's gonna get
Seen
it.
both. No, he's not. Ethan puts him down. Tarek is spanking people today, 20-7. Yeah, this flashbang is so effective. Here it comes, right through, and he even took his time with that follow-up peek. What a turn.
No, that's so smart from Tarek. I mean, he knows he has a smoke to the left there too. He doesn't do the wide peek. He just goes through the smoke initially, and then he gets like... It's a great crossfire there from EG. It just all falls apart from Liquid. I mean, they have full-blown B execute. No one is anti-flash for Tarek there, and obviously they have to go through the smoke. And just a 1 smoke and 1 flashbang on the EG side there. Saves the round for him. They get the bomb
Juicy
down.
nade.
Yeah, they get the bomb down on Liquid at least, so it is a full buy. Hey.
Stewie tried
go
to do a
down.
little too much there. Was definitely feeling confident. Maybe he felt like he needed to make that move. But he gets owned. Straight up.
Yeah, that's the only way to really describe it.
Yeah.
He got just destroyed. We'll see what Elige can do with the AK. Misses an opportunity. Ethan's going to back off low health, but they almost have to push this. Smoke is going to slow them down. And so is Tarek boosted on the other side. What? 2 smokes and a flashbang for Liquid to use. They do have 3 AK-47s, excuse me. So, I mean, they're going into this knowing they're going to be low in utility. You're going into this realizing that your AK-47s have to do a lot of work for you on the entry.
The only opening here is all that pressure towards B has pushed Cirque towards there. Cirque, now he is kind of inching his way back towards A, and that's right when EG are going to...
I mean, you don't leave Ethan alone at this side.
Yeah,
surely.
they've left him. They've left him.
Why
And
have they-
Liquid are going back to B here.
What? Oh.
Oh.
This
and
is
Ethan
insanity.
is the low player.
Yeah, he's got 12 HP. I don't know about this one. Flashbang is pretty nice, but man, I'm not sure about that call.
Huh.
Gonna have to go for a late boost if you want to stop the plant, but the flank is down there. 2 players in Banana, 2 players from Spawn. EG have a real chance at this.
Molotov going out. And right now, I mean, Liquid Twist, he's burning alive.
That worked out super well.
That worked out a lot better than it initially
Yeah,
looked. That was worrisome.
It really did. That's that Molotov does God's work.
Oh yeah.
Breeze is happy about it.
Oh yeah. I think
50 loves it.
Well, I was gonna say I think they get away with that because maybe the comps come in because they do have a lot of utility left on the board for a potential B retake. I do agree with like maybe we don't want to leave the guy with 20 HP by himself on the B bomb side. It's like the anchor position we talk about, like how important it is for him to even stay alive. As soon as he goes down, it's a free plant for Liquid, but it's a good retake from EG side.
Yeah, that flank came in so fast. Before Liquid even really got comfortable in the bomb site, Stanislaw was shooting someone in the back at top Banana. That's pretty sick. This is just going to get harder now for Team Liquid. They do buy, again, half investment, upgraded pistols, some armor, some utility. And Breeze is going to find the opening. That's Stewie who's caught. And now from middle, Breeze is fighting a retreating battle. Eventually goes down.
And Cirque and Breeze did their best to help
Yeah, I mean
out.
this is also all about managing the economy, trying to maybe get one more kill on the EG side if you're lucky. No armor on the Liquid side, so even though they have an AK, they have some nades and stuff. Oh, so aggressive round from Tarek. You know, I appreciate it. It's a guy that's been struggling, giving some kills. He's had a good series so far. He gets the third as well. Oh my god, he's like super aggressive.
And you know another
23
trend that I'm
kills.
noticing with Tarek, we even saw it in the last series, is he seems to be getting all these frags, but he's always on an MP9 or an up. Even though
Doesn't
he's
need
getting
no
the
more.
frags, yeah, he's dropping ops to his team, he's dropping rifles over and having to rebuy these SMGs, but he's still making it work.
Yeah, he's having quite the day so far. 23 kills for Tarek. 13-5 lead.
First weapon round here. Notice the difference in approach on the CT side. This is a very European take from EG side. They started with 2 towards B. It was number 9. It was Tarek that started off on the B bomb side, and he was the one who threw nades and left Ethan by himself towards that 4A stack. And this is all about timing. Obviously, we're gonna have the rotate over towards the B eventually. But in the beginning here, when the smokes are still up there, when he still has the control of it, he still has the information that, hey, no one's here. There's no point in rotating. And for Liquid, since you don't have the control here, we talk about the whole thing, how easy it is to take Banana back. And they wasted a lot of mollies and stuff like that, but still, it's very cheap at like retake back to Banana. It's one flashbang, some mollies. You see the instant rotate from EG. We talk a lot about map control and stuff like that, and you kind of see stages on the T side where you take Banana early, you take mid later, for example. You take mid first or Banana late. This is a great call from Liquid, where they take mid early, then they go and take Banana late, and now they're falling back again.
What I don't necessarily, you know, it's a great call by Liquid, but then EG goes for the pop flash peek. They see nothing, but they're keeping 3 players
Yeah,
at the B bomb site.
I
They're
was
not
just
actually
wondering that
reacting to
too.
the information they've gained. So this is going to be a tough hold. 2 players, 1 balcony, and there goes Stanislaw. Breeze is really tucked into a corner. He's blind as well, and that's the round.
Yeah, and you called it exactly that, right? You're 100% right. That's I feel like that's a misplay from EG. When you get the 3 rotates back to B there, you want to do something with it. You just don't do the gamble of like, hey, maybe they're coming. Like, obviously, if you're rotating 3 members there on purpose, then you should have a read. Or if you flash out, you should take back Banana control and just like make sure you can fall back again, or at least have the rotate. But instead, they kind of fall and they go a defensive setup of B instead, even though I feel like they did have the information.
Yeah, it was
Liquid wasn't
definitely
at
a
least
bad
super into
read
B.
for EG's side of things.
Yeah, but
Up
that's,
until that point, it was all the right plays.
I thought it was super smart by Liquid. Obviously, you have to go take Banana. You have to force back any aggressive player defense that's there. That's well and good. The pop flash peak, the retake from EG was even better. They got all the information. It was just weird not seeing them react beyond that. So, still a 7-round lead. EG have some mistakes to give up. But, you know, you wouldn't like to see this get close if you're EG. Just finish it now.
Full buy though from EG. A lot of nades still. And you're right, Jason. You don't want this to go close. We talk so much about CT economy and stuff like that. It's still in your favor in the sense of like you still have a very good buy here. But after this, we're Liquid. You kind of giving Liquid an opening, force on an eco, and then after that, it's all about stringing rounds together, getting the economy back up. Another fast round here from Liquid, by the looks of it. Looks to be an app pop. And an A short play, and here we go.
Ooh, that's worked well for Cirque. He's still on the bomb site, and he's found another.
Nice.
And that, they only lose 1 player. They handled that just about flawlessly.
That's exactly where the EG players want E-Liquid to be attacking from. Just funneled into that lane, right perfectly into Cirque's crosshair.
And they're doing this as well, kind of thinking as well. We look at the meta, right? And like for NA, these app pops and stuff like that would be good since you tend to start 3B over here. But EG, since they do have a little bit more of a European style with not really going 3 towards B, that's more for special rounds. That's more for like, hey, let's really fight towards B. Other than that, we do 2 towards B. We have one guy waste nades there. We look again on the minimap. Tarek has wasted his all nades on Banana, and that's what you want to do, right? Because now he can fall back. We have Banana control. We can boost him on here as well for Ethan, and he still has a smoke left in his name to kind of hold it off.
Wow, wow. Here we go. 4 players left on Liquid, all of them in Banana. This is their final hit. Ethan is low. Smoke goes up, flashbangs out, Tarek turns, and there's a nice kill on the boost. A follow-up. He continues the spray, and Ethan comes back for one more.
And he even damages Twist so low.
I bet Liquid's upset they chose to smoke front sight.
They thought they were going to take the duel they wanted, but Tarek, that spray transfer, man, that's the content he loves to see.
It's crazy with the level he's at today. I haven't seen this in a long time. 26-9 for Tarek in 21 rounds.
That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing for the EG fans and the Tarek fans. I should have worn my Tarek shirt today. Dang it.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
I don't know.
If you wore it, he probably would have, had a bad game. That's how it generally works.
Jinx.
In my life, at least.
Ooh, heavy pressure towards B. Tarek even going for more, peeking down. They both have to reload. That things got awkward there. That Molotov is going to stop Nitro's aggression for the time being, but ooh, EG lucky to escape from that one.
Yeah, well, very lucky if you consider they still have 5 people alive, 5-on-3 scenario. Still's just such a strong advantage in the round. Here we go. I don't know what the best option is for Liquid at this point.
You just have to just explode on a bomb site here. I mean, you it's well stand
and start moving forward and you see what you can find, I guess. But that's exactly what you don't want. That's the bomb.
That's the bomb.
So now the round goes from difficult to, impossible.
Impossible, yeah. I don't see a way out for Liquid here. It's a very dominant Inferno for EG. Maybe we can account that a little bit to Zeus, but I also would account that a little bit to Stan as well. I feel like they've really kept themselves updated with how currently Inferno is played. But damn, yeah, that's a very one-sided affair for EG. They're gonna take it 2-0. First map was pretty even, 16-13 in favor of EG, but then we swap over to their map pick and 16-6 started on that T side.
This is a smackdown. Like, Liquid really didn't have a chance in that map, which is surprising.
Surprising indeed.
Yeah.
And I guess it goes back to even their approach. Just constantly, Robin kept pointing it out, that banana control, a lot of the times they're just going through the motions of banana control when they didn't even need to go for banana control. So a lot of proactive movements, but not with a lot of purpose behind it.
Yeah, unfortunate to see from Team Liquid. Either way, it's a rough map, rough series for Team Liquid. We're gonna head to a break, and when we come back, I don't know, we'll do something. So we'll see you there. It's gonna be fun, I swear.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.